It's day 84 now, so it's about a quarter of the year I've been doing these videos for now. Tell me now if you should stop, if you're bored, or whether I should carry on. I'm just in the potato field now, so these sort of 3 beds here, they've got a bit of weed in obviously. These were planted on the 12th of April, I think it was. So they've been in the ground about 9 weeks, and I've got a fork now and I'm going to root some out for me tea. So they're a good size now compared to last week, which is good. I just got a rubbish fork that I've found rather than a proper one. There we go. So it should be enough in each root for my tea actually. Get a few more. Just setting the crusher bucket up now, getting a stone right. So we've just got that out of it after we put some of that in it. So it's working well. Keep Richard busy later. This grid here is blocked where it outlets underneath the shed. So we've just got the laser level on the corner here and we're just trying to catch it in the field over there, because we've got about, see Adam over there in the field? We've got about 4 foot of fall across the field, but we want to make sure we've got enough, 2 foot of fall across the field. We want to make sure we've got enough fall over there into that field to get the water to run downhill. So we're going to have to put a new drain into the yard rather than dig up the floor of this shed. So it's a bit of a pain really. About 6 inch, which is 165 mil it is. So we've got to make the teeth a bit wider on the drainage machine so that it'll cut a wider trench. So there's 3 rolls there of 50 metres, so that's about 150 metres. So hopefully that should be enough to reach to the ditch. But to be honest, while we're putting a trench in, if we're going to be putting it in and digging up all the yard, I think we should put 2 pipes in, one above the other, so we've got double the capacity if we need to. And if one gets blocked, at least the other one might still flow. So we'll have to go and get some more pipe tomorrow. Crusher buckets now all ready to go. Now we've changed the pipe work on the machine and they fixed the valve that was broken. So I'm just having a play with it now. Richard's been doing a bit today, and we've been doing something that's like 20 mil to dust. So it's like really fine gravel that we can, crush that we can use for consolidating very well with a roller or like a whacker. And then we're going to also put some of it through the screener and make some pipe bedding for doing over the drain that we're going to be putting down the yard to replace the one that's blocked underneath the shed. So it's a little bit slower doing smaller stuff, but that's like really small at the moment. I'll let this bucket empty, then I'll scoop a bit up and show you what it's doing really, because the way it settles on the pilot always looks a bit different. But that's what it is now. See, it's like really a bit closer. It's really like dusty stuff. It consolidates really well, but it's all mineral based, if you will, so it won't turn to mud hopefully. A week ago now I sprayed off this in the bottom, this what we call fat hen in the sunflower plants. So though the sunflower plants still look kind of healthy, you can see they've got a bit of yellowing on the leaves, and it has sort of stunted the growth a bit and made them look a little bit sick, because when you come across to this side of the field, they're obviously a lot greener. So there's where they've been sort of knocked back a bit, and this is where they're getting away perfectly healthy. So it just shows you that, you know, the chemical, although it did definitely take out the weed, it certainly gave the sunflowers a headache from that to that. But you know, they're still growing. Hopefully they'll recover, and you know, they'd have done a lot worse if they'd have been totally swamped out by this what we call fat hen, which is all this stuff now dying in the bottom. It's all shriveling up. Otherwise it'd have been higher than them now and you wouldn't be able to see them. So I know it was only a bit of an experiment, but we'll keep monitoring it and see what happens. But the rest of the field looks stunning, and it's going to look amazing in a few weeks. I'm undecided whether to actually mow a maze into it and people can come and walk around it or something like that. I don't know yet. Problem is, it takes a lot of staff to run it, so if anyone's volunteering for something to do at the end of August, beginning of September, then there might be a job for you. Just realised I'm stood in the middle of a field looking at the sunflowers. I'm the tallest thing around here apart from a few trees in the distance, and I can hear thunder over there. So I think it's time I went and had my tea. So see you all tomorrow.